Hey everybody, welcome back to the last video. And in this video, very quickly, we're going to talk about a few spelling strategies. Okay, so you will need to stop the video, get a paper, get a pencil, okay, and on your paper, copy down these 4 words. Okay, so when you have that done, click back on and we'll continue. Okay, now these 3 words we're going to say to a little rhyme. And once you hear it once, you'll catch on and be able to say it with me. And that's what I would like you to do. Okay, say it with me. All right, here we go. The rain in Spain stays mainly on the plain. The rain in Spain stays mainly on the plain. The rain in Spain stays mainly on the plain. Now, when I say these 3 words, rain, Spain, plain, okay, they rhyme, they sound alike, they all end in ain, okay, and they look alike, they end the same in A-I-N, okay, those same letters with the same sounds give them a rhyme, okay, and when words rhyme and end the same, we say they belong to a word family, okay, and in a word family, okay, that first vowel through the end is the same. Okay, so let's go ahead and circle that same ending where the first vowel through the end is the same. Okay, and that same ending is like the last name for the family. Okay, alrighty. Now, you can see here how word families help because we just have to change that beginning sound to do all of the words in the family, okay? But word families can also help us with our spelling, okay? Especially when we have different ways to spell the same sound, like with our long vowels, okay? Because for each of our long vowel sounds, okay, we could make each long vowel with magic E. We can make it with vowel teams, or we can make it with the vowel by itself. So the challenge becomes, how do I spell that long vowel sound in a word? Well, in a word family, the vowel is spelled the same. That's part of the same ending. So if I know words are in this family, I'm going to spell that long A with AI. So let's underline it, and not some other way, like A magic E. Okay, so this is how word families help when we have different ways to spell the same sound. If words are in the same family, the vowel is spelled the same. So if we know our words in families, that can be a big help. Okay, alrighty. Here is, let's come on over to this bigger word and let's talk about how we can spell some bigger words. Okay, alrighty. This word is rowboat, and rowboat is a bigger word. So let's divide it into those parts or syllables. Row, boat, and do this with me. Okay, now let's take a look at just the first syllable, and you can see how we have OW at the end. So let's underline it. That's how we're making the vowel sound in this syllable. We're spelling the long O with OW. Okay, well, OW commonly comes at the end of a word. Well, if it can come at the end of a word, it can come at the end of a syllable. It might be in the middle of this bigger word, but at the end of a syllable. Let's take a look at the second syllable. And let's underline OA because that's how we're making the vowel sound in this syllable. We're spelling the long O with OA. Well, OA commonly comes at the beginning or in the middle of a word. Well, it can also come at the beginning or in the middle of a syllable, like it is here. Okay. Now, we have said those syllables work just like little words inside the bigger word, using the same rules about vowels. Okay? So, how we spell a vowel sound in a word, we can spell it the same way in a syllable. And if we spell these syllables just like little words, that can help us spell a bigger word correctly that has different syllables. Okay? Alrighty. And also with this bigger word, we have another pattern we can use to divide a word into syllables. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and mark my vowel sounds, and you do the same with a V. And I'm going to join them together with a bridge. Okay. And to see what's on the bridge, we can look up above and you can see how we just have one consonant, a B. So we'll put C for consonant. Now, W is not going to count for this because it goes with the O to make the vowel sound. Okay. Now, if we have just one consonant in between our vowel sounds, a lot of times to make our syllables, we split right before that consonant. So let's do a line to show that. Okay. Now, sometimes we can split after the consonant, but a lot of times we split before. So now you know how to divide a word into syllables when we have this pattern. If we have just one consonant in between our vowel sounds, okay, a lot of times we just split right before that consonant to make our syllables, okay? And that's how we get row and boat to make rowboat for this bigger word, okay? Alrighty. All right. Hopefully, those are a few spelling strategies that will help because English is one of the hardest languages to spell because we have different ways to make our sounds. Okay. Alrighty. Now, with that, we are all finished with our e-learning. And I want to thank you for working hard. I encourage you to use this week and next week to finish your assignments. You have until, I believe, next Friday on May 29th to complete your work. Okay? And that includes the phonics quiz for this week. Okay? And your phonics quiz will have words with hard and soft C and G. So remember the rules. Okay? When C and G come before E, I, or Y, they are soft. Okay? And when they come before A, O, U, and all of the other consonants, they're hard. Okay? So remember that for your phonics quiz. I also want to wish you a very happy summer, and I hope you can get outside and have some fun, but stay healthy and safe. Okay? And I will see you again very soon. Bye bye.